Hello everyone, and welcome back to my page, Careers Loading. It's been like 3 weeks since I posted a video because life is so busy and it's just constantly moving forward. But I wanted to talk about the ego. It's really been on my mind. One of my friend girls posted an article about the ego, and how we don't realize how much it affects our lives. So basically that ego is the part of you that controls your self-confidence, your self-esteem. It's all about the I. That's basically what ego means. It means I. It's about all things me, my, and I. But here's the message for today. Have you truly checked your ego today? Because sometimes our ability to act in our own self-interest, our own best interest, which is egoism, acting in your own self-interest, sometimes we allow our fears to take over. We allow our fears to stop us from being our very best self. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Even if you are transitioning, or you're looking for a career that fits you, or you're trying to figure it out, and you don't quite know what your sole purpose is. Sometimes it takes years to figure it out. I didn't figure out that I wanted to be a dynamic, awesome trainer until about 2013, when I began to train adults, because I was a substitute teacher for years before that, and I love training children. But when I got to teaching adults, I light up. I love it. I love to see the light bulbs when they come on in people's minds. I love to see the inspiration in their face when it lights up. I love motivating people. It's just what I love to do. It's like I could live for that every single day. But even in my current career, which is a fantastic one, and even in my side hustle, which is doing resumes, I get so much pleasure and joy from doing that. But sometimes you got to stop and check your ego, because it's like those two little, you have two different voices in your head. One is telling you how you can do it, and then sometimes you get that voice that says, I can't do this. This dream seems impossible. That job I want, I don't know if I'm qualified for it, or this side business that I want to start, I don't know if I have what it takes to really keep it going. That's when we got to start checking our ego. Your ego isn't a bad thing. I mean, check it in a good way. Okay, so what I mean by check it in a good way is, I know a lot of people say, the ego is the bad part. You're arrogant. You're thinking too much about yourselves. I wrote an article about this on my Careers Loading page, careersloading.com blog, and I'll post a link to that below. Really check it out. It's a great read. But we should embrace that part of us, because we are always thinking about ourselves every day anyway. I know they say be humble, and you can be humble and still act in your own self-interest to elevate yourself. That's the whole goal. We're trying to create a lasting legacy, not for the world to see, but for ourselves and our families to see. That's the biggest goal, to create legacy wealth. And I don't just mean monetary wealth. I mean a whole host of other things, because money is an energy. Money and wealth is an actual mindset, So that all goes back to ego as well. So give your ego room to breathe. Let that unique part of yourself come out, express that in the world. Even if you don't say a word to anybody, your energy will speak for itself. So I want to encourage you to embrace that part of you. In the article that I wrote, I gave an example, because a lot of times what happens is the ego tells us to be safe. Hey, you were hurt in this area. Don't try that again. You failed at that business. Don't try that again. You failed at that relationship. Don't try that again. Just like a computer. You ever had a computer that had issues, right? And you had to take it in for repairs. And the technician puts that computer in safe mode to repair it. Once it is repaired, the technician reboots it into its full capacity. And that's what we're meant to do. If you have some stumbling block in your life that has occurred, take a moment, go in safe mode, reset, repair, come out of safe mode, and live your very best life. Be the very best person that you can be at all times, because you're living for you. You're living for you at the end of the day. You're accountable to you. Okay, you're being the best version of yourself in your best interest. And if anybody tells you, let me switch hands. Ouch. So if anybody tells you that that's unacceptable, or that's not what you should be doing, you really need to consider moving away from that type of energy. because only you can live for you. Only I can live for me. So at this stage in the game, if you're going for that career, go for it. Yeah, I'm going to put more stuff up here about resumes. I'll point you to other resources about resumes, interviewing tips, and things of that nature. But if you want to go for your dreams and you see a job requisition or whatever, and you know you have the skill set for it, but then you see the responsibilities list and you're like, I don't think I could do that, because I've been in that position myself. Push through your fear, get out of safe mode, and go for what it is that you see you want to do. Because you won't know if you excel at it or not unless you jump on that train and ride it, okay? Or jump on that pony and ride it, however you want to say that, okay? So that's my whole message today, is to overcome fear, get out of safe mode, let your ego do the talking for you sometimes. Be that confident person. Be overwhelmingly positive about yourself and what your goals are. Set them in your head. Put a timeline on that baby. Make it measurable. Make it timely. And go for it. It's called a SMART goal. But this video isn't about SMART goals. But you know what? I got so many more in the works. But life. I've been living and working and moving in so many different transitions in life. But it's okay. Thank you so much for watching this. The link is in the description below for the article that I wrote on Have You Checked Your Ego Lately? If you need resume advice or tips, I'll have more to come. I also post my email in the description box below, just in case you do want to drop me any questions. Have a great day, a beautiful day, and we will talk again soon. Bye-bye.